Hello, Malcolm. Hello, everyone else. Welcome back to a Vogon, which is trying to launch. My computer seems to be having a bit of a struggle right now. TBH, so I hope this records okay. It'll probably be a little notchy. Avorion actually demands a lot of the system as it is. This game seems to really make the graphics card cook. So, yeah. You can expect some notchy frame rates there. We loaded in that little ship there. Nice. See the big thrusters right there? So it can have, well, tons of roll. I assume that there's more thruster hidden inside the plating so that it can turn, because we're only seeing roll and a little bit of pitch there. Let's take a look at another ship. Oh, it's a station. Oh, that's a swank-looking station, dude. Those things are huge, too. Stations with its kind of super elongated shape, they're generally very large, bigger than even my big ship. Speaking of our big ship, let's load it up. Boop. So it's been turned into a training vessel, completely. I was busy hiring crew, and then I sat down and did the math for how long it was going to take me to hire crew. And I was like, Sue, that'll be 200 hours of gameplay, no can do. So I went and looked up about academy blocks. I couldn't find out much online, so I just built some academy blocks, and turns out it's a good idea. 45 minutes to train officer class, half an hour to train regular classes. And yeah, so I ended up making huge amounts of academy on the ship. Started out with one with a little over 1,000 students capable. Ended up with one with almost 4,000 students capability, so the ship's shielding systems were the only thing I could use to gut, so I gutted the shielding. It still has shields, but they're not what they used to be. And so we've been training mountains of crew, general upon general, lieutenant upon lieutenant, commander upon commander, hordes of sergeants like a marching mass of sergeant clones, and tens of thousands of mechanics and engineers. And to top it all off, I had a few extra sergeants left over when I was done, because extra sergeants are good. So everything else is maxed, and now I maxed the sergeants by putting in some extra security. We have some undifferentiated crewmen left over. I think there's 455 undifferentiated crewmen left over. They can just work in the canteen, you know? It's going to be a pleasant ship when we renoberate. Total crew ended up being around 55,000. I think I have enough effective crew to run the big ship, which ostensibly requires a crew of 95,000, but we've got all specialists aboard. So we'll see. That means I can probably convert some of the big ship's crew quarters into shielding, which will be quite desirable as well. More shielding equals better shielding. However, this is all in the future, but probably in this episode, unless this never loads. It is not loading. And yeah, here we are, still in the early stages of this global pandemic or epidemic or whatever's going on out there. We'll see what comes next. I hope you and yours are all staying safe, and everything's going smoothly for you. So here's the Academy vessel version of our ship. It's still a fighting warship and has dispatched a few pirates. Right now we have a few Zotan cruising the area. Savage Zotan corvette. Oh, look at the guns! Check those out rotating. Those are skookum looking. Let's go. I'm gonna just go look at that ship. Let's light up the motors. You know, I don't hear the motors much. Can we catch him? He'll probably just turn around and go the other way as soon as he reaches a terminus, but I'm going to try to get in close and have a look at those skookum guns in person, eh? Hey, little guy. Don't want to ram him. Hey, little guy. Look at those skookum guns on him. Blam, blam. God, he's tiny. Well, 31,000 Omicrons of firepower on that little whittly ship. We only have 89,000 on this monstrosity. So yeah, you can see all the windows where those are all crew quarters, and then the academy blocks are within. You guys know this ship well enough, but there she is, because it's just about the last time you're ever going to see her. We're going to head to a civilized system, because we need to. So we just need a place with an equipment dock. We're not doing distress signals in this ship, not with these crippled shields. We could get ruined. We need somewhere with an equipment dock. I think we'll go with this one. Pure Sanctuary 3. That sounds like exactly the sort of place we're looking to go. Because I think we can do it. Now, I had spent quite a lot of time accumulating resources and money in order to do this, and I think I have enough, but just to be secure, I geeked in a whole bunch extra. I might ungeek it later, or I might keep it. We'll see. But I geeked in a whole pile of extra stuff, because I'm a jerk. Besides, I don't want to fail this transform after working so long and hard to do this. Oh my god, you have no idea. There's almost 460 hours of gameplay on this galaxy, and our weapon system alone is the culmination of all that time and research and work. Speaking of which, what have these guys got for sale? We've done our selling. We've pretty much done all our selling. Torpedoes we're going to be wanting to buy. Got anything amazing? Nah. Nothing amazing. So we need to be real close to this equipment dock. We don't need to be docked to it, but, you know, we might as well. 7.7 million credits out the door. I can't even afford to pay these people. I build a new ship, I'm going to be too broke to pay them. I'm going to have to geek in extra money. This is awful. You know, we don't have to be docked in order to do this, but I think we're going to dock anyway. There we go. We're just going to pull right in and dock. Like that. Because what I'm going to do is remove our upgrades. I'm going to do it in building mode just for safety's sake. We're going to pull our system upgrades out of our ship. Oh, first we've got to pull every single gun off this machine. Well, you guys can get a nice long look at the ship, because I'm going to be yarking all the guns. So I'm just going to go to, whoa, here we go. Select blocks. That takes away that crew, or that chunk of hull, so triple railgun, off she comes. You guys can read each gun as they come. I'm more using my eyes to grab them, but man, we got some beauties on this thing. The damage levels, the power. Now, they used to have overheat timers on every gun, and I was trying to breed the railguns with the best overheat timers. But now I think it just says, hey, this doesn't even overheat. What? But it says 10% faster cooling. So maybe it overheats? But it doesn't say overheats. So let's see, does this say overheats? No, it doesn't. Maybe railguns are just naturally assumed to overheat? Not sure. We're just going to Scooby around here and look for any turrets that have escaped our scrutiny. Moving on the back here. I didn't put a single safety light on the new machine. Not one. And I haven't done a final, how do I move? Oh, I use the focus button, of course, like that. Now I've got to deselect that. God damn it. Ah, there we go. Ooh, point defense guns. Another big railgun. We're not throwing those out, man. They're wicked. So we got a bunch of whoopsie guns over here, most likely. Oh yeah, look, a little teeny plasma turret. We're going to try to go with bigger turrets, because from what I've read online, it's not all about the total damage number, which is how I've always done it. I've always thought, oh, a smaller turret equals better turret if it's got a higher damage number. But from what I've read online, there is a multiplier of some kind attached to the size of the gun. And that does seem perfectly reasonable, to be honest. That does seem like a reasonable way to do things. So I'll be looking to use bigger guns. I'm also going to be using more point defense guns than this ship has. I'm going to try to use bigger guns, and I'm going to try to use more point defense guns. I haven't been able to breed up a grand selection. We still have a bunch of firepower, so I've definitely missed a few guns. Where are they, though? God damn, this thing is huge, and it's covered with potential gun turrets. It says we've got 3.58 thousand ohms of firepower left, so somewhere on this thing are some sizable weapons. But where? God damn it. I cannot find them for the life of me, eh? What if I hid all blocks? Would that show me the weapons? Probably not. Where the hell are they? Maybe it's a bug and I've actually cleared all the weapons? Oh, there's one. How much firepower does it have? 3,500. So that's probably just the last one. Poop. Oh no. We've got 9.7 ohms. There's a point defense gun somewhere. Oh my god. No. I suppose we could leave it on because you get 2 turrets allowed even when you're stripped. But I'd actually rather have it off because I want to re-gun, right? I definitively want to re-gun. So where would you be if you were a point defense gun? Oh, you could be anywhere if you were a point defense gun. I could have gotten any different type of clever placing this point defense gun. Well, you guys are getting a long look at my beauty here, because you know, despite the fact that I can't design a nice looking ship to save my life, I am pretty pleased with how this unit came out. Where the hell is this stupid gun at? I seem to be looking over the same surfaces again and again, eh? I don't know where it is. Is it on a side position somewhere? I don't know. Where would you put a point defense? You'd put it where it would have a pretty good range of attack. Right there on the side. Hello. That'll be the one. Hello? Did you delete? Oh, it's saving the ship. We have to wait for it to save the ship. Dear God. Yep, I've got nothing. I have no control. I hope it's still recording, because this probably absolutely bogs the drive. Oh, it does too. The drive is just bogging here. Okay. Oh no, we still have another one left. Maybe it's in the same position. No, it's not. Oh crap. There's still another one left. There must be a way to highlight turrets, you would think. But I don't think there is. Like, if I go to view... Turrets, oh god. Highlight turrets. Where's the highlight? I don't see a highlight. I don't see any kind of highlight. God damn it. Oh, this is toasty annoying. It's so funny. I didn't mean to bring you guys into an extended build session here. I actually meant to do the ship transform and cruise around a bit. At least, hopefully. But, I can't find this cursed turret. Maybe if I make all blocks invisible as well? Only show iron. That should cut the ship down. Now can I spot the turret highlighted? No, because it probably blurs it out. Oh no, there it is. Thank you. Triple point defense. You're out. Now we have 0 ohms. Thank gracious. So no highlights and all materials. Alright, my beautiful ship. Now the next step is to pull out all the upgrades. That's not too hard. Here's our upgrade stack. What are the numbers here? Oh, those are the slot numbers. They didn't display before. We'll do them in order. So this is an alien artifact. XTSNK3 gives us 10 armed turret slots. We need to remove it. Thank God it didn't destroy it, so we know we're safe here. XTSNK2 gives us 8 armed or unarmed turret slots. Remove. So we have to be close to an equipment station to remove the ones that have these anchors in them, because they're permanent installations. Otherwise we can just pull the others. Anyway, slot 3. This is the super upgrade that just boosts the entire ship all over in unbelievable, endless ways. Pretty sweet. Okay, slot 4. We have an MTCS-6 military control turret control system. 6 turret, or 6 slot, not 6 turret. Remove. I wish I had more of those, frankly. Slot 5, we have the same, and I don't want to... Okay, so pull it. Slot 7, we have an ATCS-5, because I don't have enough MTCSs. I need more MTCSs. I need 2 more, really. I don't have enough. Sad times. I'm just going to start pulling stuff here. This is our legendary shield reinforcer. So this gives us our impenetrable shields that weapons can't break. And it reduces our shield durability by 57%, and it makes us wait 281% longer before our shields can possibly start recharging. Shields don't start recharging until they haven't been hit by weapons fire for a while. I think the base is 30 seconds, so this adds a lot to it. Makes it into minutes. So out that goes. And yeah, that's what automates all our ships. So we're probably going to have an alert for pilots and stuff when we take that out. No, we didn't, but we might when we start gameplay. Another MTCS-6 gone. Our super shield booster gives us 120% shield. Super shield booster, 122% shield. Our radar upgrade that gives us +9, +7. We are definitely going to keep that, even though it's only radar. Another turret controller, another turret controller, another turret controller. We're going to need those all back. However, we have now stripped the ship entirely. Now, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's make sure nobody's in the academy. Here we are. Yeah, we do have a pilot alarm going. That's okay, we'll fix it in a minute. So no one's in the academy. That's the academy. 3,764. 455 crewmen. We've got 52,000 engineers and 30,000 mechanics. I think that's enough. And all the command crew is maxed out. The way training works is, now I figured it out because I didn't notice it anywhere online, but it looks like there's a maximum number of people that can be trained at a time in the ship in general, not in the academy, but in the ship in general. So the only people doing any training are our engineers, who are rapidly training up, but there's 10,000 of them just to get to level 2. As soon as their level 1s are finished, then our mechanics will start training again. And we need all these guys to train to get our new ship up to its full 130% functionality on engineering and mechanical. That's going to take a long time, but we should have enough to run the thing. We should have enough of everything to get it going. I didn't scarf up a bunch of Vogon because that would just be too cheaty. We should have enough crew space on it, and I think I will probably give it a bit more shields right here and now. But we are going to do the transform now. And let's just go to Save Designs. I believe it's known as the Super Xerion. It'll be way down here. La 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 la. I hope it's known as the Super Xerion, or I'll have trouble finding it. By the way, this is the ugliest thing you're ever going to see in your entire life. There it is. So let's cost difference. Oh my god, it takes almost every credit we have. It takes a lot of that. It takes a lot of that. We're okay on all the resources, basically. But this is going to take all our money, and boy, is it a horrible looking pig of a thing. And yeah, so apply design. It worked. It worked. We're broke. We can only pay the crew 10 times, but that's enough time to work up more money without having to geek it in. Here is this disgusting and appalling creation that I've made. This is the result of many hours of work. It's horrible. It's the ugliest thing I've ever built in any game. It is simply an absolute monster. On the bottom here, these are massive torpedo launchers. You can see their directional arrows. And these are massive hangars. You can see their directional thing. This is a torpedo storage bay underneath the turret base, full-sized. Let's show full stats. Show all stats. So here we are. Shield is 107 million hit points right now, unmodified, basically. Acceleration, 84. She ain't fast. Top speed, 1700. She ain't fast. Deceleration is quite good at 210. The steering is awful. The steering's awful, but it is actually marginally better than the last ship's steering, which is kind of interesting. This is the front end, and that's not the front end. This is the front end, and I've strongly debated slapping some headlights on it. Let me check our integrity field right now. Just grab any old integrity field generator if we can find one. Where are you? Come on. Oh, you can't make Vogonite shield generators. That's interesting. There we are. I think our integrity field's complete. I'm pretty sure that little ugly box is blue. God, it's really hard to tell, eh? If that's not covered by the field, I'm going to be choked than choked, but I might even have built an integrity field into that. It looks like we're covered integrity field wise, so I could probably throw headlights on and they'd be covered. Chances are good. Let's try some headlights. Let's grab some trinium glow. Right there. And we'll just go ahead with the sizing that's available. We're going to pick a color. What color headlights would this horrible thing have? Well, gray. Basically. What happens if you make black headlights? Let's find out. So we'll just shift to match. Oh, I have to reselect the glow, I think. Trinium glow. Select the glow. So how would you pattern the headlights? Would they go straight all the way across completely, or would they be... Okay, that's what a black headlight looks like. It's a bit odd. Okay, so those could be our headlights. Yeah, that's the butt. Whoa, 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 back to the front. But we're going to have to change the color on those. That's not going to work. So what color headlights would you put on the thing, right? White? Floral white? Old lace? Wheat? Isn't there white? Isn't there just white? Blanched almond? Papaya whip? Are you kidding me right now? What goes with this dirty brownish gray color that we've made the ship? Like, seriously, what actually does go with that other than black? Maybe if I make them just gray, because we are dim gray, so why don't I use dim gray and see what happens? Poot, 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 poot. Headlights. A little more cheerful. Safety first. I wonder if they're covered by the integrity field or not. And, you know, I wonder if it kind of looks better without them. I think it does, so we're just going to take them off again. Poot, 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 poot. I should have used the undo button. That would have changed their colors and stuff, too. They're going to take forever to delete, because the ship is dumb big. And I can't bond bricks any more than I have. Okay, so crew capacity, right? So we've got 51,444 crew out of 95,000 capacity. Let us go to the crew quarters. We are on dim gray color, perfect. I think parts of the ship are a bit neon colored, unfortunately. Anyway, let's go view all blocks, crew quarters right here. So we could probably sacrifice some of these crew quarters to shielding, most likely. Maybe some of the lower crew quarters would be the way to go. I don't know. I don't think it matters upper or lower, but you know, we're just gonna build it the way we build it. So let's grab out a trinium shield generator because trinium is light. And this probably is going to be heavier than the crew quarters. Well, that's really true. That's a bit of a thing. So let's do the ones that are closest in, actually. So Alt, transform into shield generator. So what does this do to our crew capacity? Oh, nothing, you know? I can take out all 4 of these close ones. Okay, we're still really good, and that gives us 110. Did it kill our steering? I don't think it killed our steering. Let's do these 2 outer ones up. Like that. How's our crew quarters? 78,000. Let's do these 2 outer ones up. And now we're at 72,000. That leaves them space for some gardens and things. Pretty nice. I could even possibly take this game a little further. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And we are fine. So that gave us a chunk more shield. Yeah, so up here is the quarters for command staff. Like this is well, it's not bonded crew quarters. Actually, it should be bonded. You know what? I should bond that. Let's switch to rectangle selection and see if I can just select that without getting anything else. Maybe if I go focus in there, zoom in here. Let's bond that up so we can make it into one big boardroom if possible, right? So select that and merge. Not a chance. So I guess it's separate boardrooms. How big is that? 2 by 1 by 3, so it's 20 meters by 10 meters by 30 meters. It's big enough for a meeting room. This is my quarters. Not for the captain, not for the crew, not for the commanders. Just for me. We're going to pray that's protected by the shield, because we could lose crew if that gets destroyed. So we have cranked the shield on this monstrosity now. Let's switch back to show all blocks. Here, pop. Yeesh. This ship is ugly. I can't believe it worked, essentially. Man, am I going to have to go make money. So next order of business is pop the mods into the thing, right? So let's do that. Let's go to ship systems. And pop the mods in. I think we're going to use pretty much the same mod pack we used on the other ship. So we need this guy, the Ultra mod. So in that goes. And, whoa, hang on. Permanent installation only, yeah. So install permanently. Yes. Okay, now we've got, can't do another one of those. That gives us unarmed plus 10. We don't want that one. We want, no, that's another one. Okay. Here's a 3 that gives us armed 10. We want that one. And we perma install that. Warning. Maybe I should just hit don't show again on the damn warning, but whatever. I'm afraid of clicking something else by accident. So then then we want the plus 8 unit, obviously, because that's the next best slot controller we have. Done. Now what about the rest of these? So that's the plus 8, that's the plus 10. We don't want that. I want that. We've got that. We need this one. Pilots required, gunners required 0. It's the automation unit, so install. Okay, automation unit installed. It is a bit of a waste of a slot when we could just hire pilots, but it's part of being a berserker. It's part of being a berserker. We don't want the hyperspace cranker. We don't want that, whatever it is. We created it by combining Zotan technology fragments. It's probably got endgame utility. So we need to pick the best shield reinforcer. So we've got 144 million hit points of shield right now. God, that's a lot. So I think this negative 57 is our best. 298, 281. So 57 and 281. I think that's the best one. And it's permanent installation only. So the shield reinforcer goes in. And we install it. Done. So now we're down to 61 million shield, which is the same shield the old ship had. It had 65 million when it was at max. However, now we grab out our shield boosters, if we still have the damn things, right? 120 and 122. And they give faster recharge rate as well. We don't do permanent installation with these, so we're just going to drop them in. There's one, took us up to 121, which is nice. And here's the other. Drop it in there. What does that give us? 182. I was hoping for more. What happens if I remove and reinstall this? Does it change any of the numbers? Because I'm in a place where I can remove it, right? So let's take it out. 424. Okay, let's grab that thing again. 57 and 281, it's the one, so I'll drop it in and install it. Yeah, 182 it is. Just checking in case there was any form of bug. So now we need these MTCS6s distributed around. They are the next. Oh, we need our radar upgrade. Plus 9, plus 7, deep scan range. Plus 8, plus 7, plus 6, plus 7, super scanner. Radar, plus 9, plus 7. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. I don't know why you'd permanent install these, personally, but whatever. Maybe it makes some difference. Okay, so now we gotta drop MTCS6s in slots until we're out of them. So, la 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 la. Okay. We have lots of them, don't we? But we don't have enough. Ah, damn it. And I had an MTCS5 and I lost it trying to breed up an MTCS6 I screwed up. So all I've got left is one MTCS4 from that. So it's going to be the ATCS5 going in. Pop. Okay, so she's set up. Amazing. Amazing. Let's check our crew functionality here. Okay, 101 and 100, so with training, they will reach their full potential because, yeah, well, you know, as you can see, there's a lot of level 1s. So they'll, and, you know, it's the same with the command crew, but they'll train last. It seems to go 1, 2, 3 down the line. Security don't seem to train. I don't think we have enough security, but it's all I can afford for now. Especially because I like having 49 and 737, it seems really cool. Just my thing. So, yeah, you know, I love numbers. What can I say? I'm not a great math guy. Empty cargo bay. Probably got emptied when we changed over, but I think I might have emptied it beforehand. We still have all our fighters, except the ones we lost recently in combat. I got shredded recently. Actually, you guys might have been here for that. But yeah, ouch. Either way, we're going to design new fighters. And of course, first we have to arm this. Oh, what have I done? I'm about to destroy the space station. I'm about to destroy the space station, yo. I'm gonna destroy the space station. Well, let's do it. Hit escape and see what happens. I might get enmity with this group if I destroy their station by popping in. I'm doing it. The drive's running. I'm loading in. I think we're gonna have a massive collision because this thing is so big compared to, and we were docked. I am a fool. I should have stripped it and then taken it out into deep space. No, it seems to have spawned in. Whoops. Smoothly. We have new mail. Let's just see. Torpedo instructions. Oh. Meet me in sector 5078. And, okay. Let's take this thing out for a spin. It's unarmed. Let's just see. So yeah, that's my little temple on the top. Kind of my little Comet Empire style temple on the top, which I thought was pretty cool. And here it is. This is the first time I've had this thing out live, built and running. I'm not hating the handling, man. I just had such a... Railguns ripped through a ship's hull like a hot something. A hot something through Pan Am or something like that. So there it is. The new Berserker. Pretty much the full Berserker. Full Berserker. Let's take it to some empty sector where we won't be pestered. The torpedo tests are right there. We're not going to do that. We were going to have to buy torpedoes, but let's pop to an empty sector because we need to work on this ship, of course. We need to arm it. We need to arm it. So I'm going to pop out. Oh, the hyperdrive is still charging. Alright. That's fine then. Let's look at our weapons. God, it doesn't even fit in the ship thing. Inventory, stack them by DPS. And filter by independent. ND. So, looks like we have a real stack of independent railguns. I didn't realize we actually had that many independent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, no, that's about right. That's about right. Okay. So this is stacked by damage per second. We've got lots of stuff. Let's see how many good point defense guns we have. We have a pretty nice stack of quality point defense guns, doing decent now, dropping down in damage. I want to use quite a lot of point defense guns on this shit. I mean, oh, pardon my French, I didn't even mean to swear on this thing. But yeah, I suppose that was the right word to describe it. It is a giant space turd. Okay, we're gonna take it out of... Let's see what kind of a noise it makes. Same noise as the other one, but... Pop. Oh, it looks really cool with the pyramidal shape disappearing. That's all I'm gonna give it. Okay, I'm gonna take it out into deep space. What we're going to do is we're going to boost it up to its flank speed, which should be 1700. We'll just use the booster to get up to flank. And what I usually do is then I run flank. Oh, we're doing 2267, good. What I usually do is I run flank until the hyperdrive's recharged, but since you guys are here, I'm just going to drop the hammer, and we're going to see how fast this thing can go under maximum power. It has a decent sized battery, but not very big, so the battery will just disappear instantaneously when we max the motor, but we're going to see how fast this thing will go. Let's hope there isn't suddenly a big asteroid here. Lose the damn ship. Good lord, it's just ripping through space. Let's take a look at it from further away. Now, there are engines behind the rear armor, and if you're in the right spot, you can see them, but mostly you're so distant from the ship that you can't. So yeah. Oh, there's the Berserker blasting through space. We're already at almost 10 kilometers a second, and we've got power left. The generator's only just starting to flash. Okay, maximum velocity is just over 9,000 meters per second, and we just ran out of power. Let's see how long we can hold on full power. Just keep the hammer down until we completely run out of power. Man, we can go a long ways. This thing has a ton of, there it goes, power generation. Okay, I'll spin the yeah, yes, magical warning. Everything's out of power except life support, basically. I'll just spin her around and let her decelerate. The brakes are also twice as good as the old ships, which I'm seeing. Yes, it's dropping speed pretty smoothly. Once it gets to, yeah, there we go. It'll stop pretty hard. Nice, man. Nice. Well, there we are, safe in space, shielded, hopefully integrity fielded, and ready to meet all comers. So, yeah, just checking that ship stat again. So 182 million hit point invulnerable shield compared to all these empty weapon slots, oh my god. Compared to a 65 million hit point. So we have a little less than 3 times the shield and a lot more hull points, which I don't want to have to spend any of, basically. Hopefully it's all set up properly. Crew quarters are marked as low, but indeed our crew is perfectly safe and comfortable. All ship functions are at 100% and will climb quite rapidly to their full percent, because I did hire enough to do it. And we have a few people left to work the canteen and, you know, serve as greeters in the shop or whatever, if there are such things here. Maybe serve as attendants in the park, trim the plants, things like that, although I suppose anything like that could be done technologically too. A massive habitat for good life, a true berserker, a pure berserker, full of good life. No safety lights this time though. It's much more berserky. And the torpedo tubes will fill with torpedoes. We have to buy them. Luckily they do sell large amounts of them, but we're going to need to make a lot of money before we can fill the torpedo tubes. So all those things will have to happen before the next episode. So I expect the crew will be pretty much trained by the next episode. I'll have refilled our coffers. And yeah, I'm not going to gun this thing up with you guys, despite how awesome that might be. I'm going to rev those motors like that, because that looks really cool. Yeah. Hope you had fun. See you soon for the next one. And yeah, if that's not the ugliest spaceship you've ever seen, well, I'll try harder next time, basically. Oh, look at it sluggishly roll in space. My god, like an oversized bath toy. You guys have a good one. Bye for now.